everything we do, we're searching for a feeling, right? And so the clubs is I want freedom. I oftentimes want attention. I want a handful of different other.
I want to be myself.
All those other things.
I don't want to feel judged.
Yeah, I'm not saying like the goal is to make sure they never step foot in a club again, but the goal is to help them subconsciously understand that the same feeling they get in the club, they can also get within the home. Mm-hmm. They can also get by not going to a club and just going to restaurants, whatever.
Or going on a walk.
Yeah. And to replicate those feelings for that person so that whatever they were trying to escape from to get to, they can just have what they're trying to get to where they're at in all moments. And so that's how I'd go upon a conversation to, even if it's like, the fat one conversation, I keep on calling it the fat one. The gain weight conversation.
So out of pocket.
That's so out of pocket.
The elephant in the room was insane.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
Lord, and my name's I hope L that was, too.
That was not towards you.
Yeah, that was
in general.
That was not you. The pocket. All right. Couldn't be further on this episode, and I'm loving it. So yeah, go back to the fat one.
What I'm trying to say is that in the fat one, there are oftentimes we're both,
Sorry, go ahead.
We both can improve in one area, right? But the club one, they may be the only one going to the club, and you're not. You're staying home at night, so you can't be like, I'm gonna not go to the clubs now on and do this.
But it's how you're so the club one's really interesting because the person who's not going to the club thinks that they are doing nothing to contribute to the situation, and so they feel like they're the victim and that their partner is going to the club and ignoring them. When in reality, if they were to take a close look at their behavior that's making their partner need to go to the club is when we will actually start to get somewhere. But what we usually see happen is not like this beautiful, healthy conversation. Usually, give you some flex points on that one. What we usually see is an explosive fight that goes in circles and never resolves because both people don't understand what is at the core of the situation. If your partner, and we talked about this with the shower example, anything that someone is doing in excess is filling some kind of emotional hole for them. It is giving them something that makes them feel better and more comfortable about their reality. So if someone has a behavior that doesn't make logical sense, it makes emotional sense and probably kept them safe in a former self years ago. So what we have to remember is if someone is doing something to excess, if we say, all right, I've noticed a pattern, my partner is going to the club a lot, my partner is showering a lot, my partner is gaining weight, any of these sensitive topics, right, in examples. What can we do? Not enforce on the other person. What changes can we, as their loving partner who cares about them deeply, make to ourselves to play a part in solving this thing that makes us uncomfortable, right? So in the gaining weight one, Cam took it upon himself to say, you know what? I've gained some weight, which by the way, he has. Mm-hmm. We gained that happy weight together. Mm-hmm. And I think he looks sexier than ever. I don't want him to drop a pound.
Yeah.
I think he's looking fantastic.
I like how
he's looking like a man.
Full I feel.
Yeah, exactly. But I lost my train of thought. But back to the weight example. He took himself as an example here to say, I want more energy. I want to feel healthier. I want to look better. I want to start going to Orange Theory. I'm going to start cooking healthier meals. Would you like to join me on this journey? But he started with himself. Now, there's a reality where your partner says no, but it's very unlikely because you're speaking to yourself and not, hey, you need to lose weight or you're getting fat or any of these out-of-pocket statements that people make or like, oh, are you sure you want to wear that? Or, oh, you're not going to hit the gym today? Oh, okay. Any of these statements draw the goal further away for your partner. The most connecting thing you can do is change your own contribution to the reality you're experiencing. So in the club situation, if this were me, where I would start is to say, okay, let me understand, just as Cam did, why does my partner love going to the club? Like, I want to understand it. What is this person getting? What are they feeling from this experience. Now, for a lot of women, I think it's that you feel more free. You feel sexy. You feel good. You feel desired. You feel like you can dance and do your thing, and you can just have a night out with fun. And there's no strings attached to the fun. And you can go back to your relationship and you maybe make eyes at people, but then you go back and it doesn't mean anything. And it's all just good and fun. You feel free. I think for a lot of women, that's why going to the club is attractive. Now, those are all feelings that can be gotten in other environments, like Cam said. So understanding the core need that this experience in excess is filling for this person is your key to understanding what you can do to create those feelings for your partner more. And if you create the environment by, in the case of the club, not being judgmental about certain things they do at home. If they want to feel free, why do they feel unfree? That's an interesting conversation.
That's the elephant in the room.
That's the elephant in the room. Is there anything that I am doing that is making you feel judged? That is making you feel like you can't be your full self around me? That's going to open up a can of worms that after that point, you're going to get all the freedom in that relationship. If that person says, I feel like you judge me when I'm on my phone. I feel like you judge me when I'm on FaceTime with my friends. I feel like you judge me when I go into the pantry late at night and get chocolate. It's all going to come out. This is for the best. Because if you can understand what is causing someone to express their desire for certain emotions like freedom sideways, like I don't feel free, so I'm going to the club, you're actually going to start getting somewhere because you can understand how you are contributing to their desire to even want to do these things. So that is what I would really strongly recommend is ask yourself in any of these uncomfortable conversations or sensitive topics, what can I do to be an active contributor to the reality I want to live in with my partner? It's not about them. This may be what we're focused on right now, but it's about us. It's about what we are actively doing every single day to create an environment that's making this person gain the weight, that's making this person go to the club, that's making this person go to a job that they hate and not feel like they feel safe enough to leave it. How are we contributing as the person who spends the most time with them in this world? How do we contribute to this reality? And how can we make small changes to create a new one?
Period. Thank you all for watching the last video. If you want to watch another one, you can click here, or somewhere over here. That's it for today. Sending much love your way.